Hi, my dear women. So, today let's talk about your relationship with men with the masculine. So, what you have to do, you have to choose now one card among these three, and right now tune in with your intuition, with your soul, and choose one that pulls your attention the most. You'll find your card in timestamps. Hi everyone who chose the first card, so let's talk about it. So the first cards were about how men perceive you, and let's talk about it. So we are on YouTube and this tarot deck is extremely revealing, so I'll cover some parts on the cards. So the first thing I want to mention is that right now you're in the state of transformation, and it's an extremely deep, by the way, because you are becoming someone completely new, like you were before here. And we see here some kind of dead body, by the way, and from this dead body there are these pigeons that are flying away. And this card mostly means the transformation. So right now you're actually transforming yourself, and if before men saw you in one way and you had one type of relationship or with one type of man, so now it has changed because you are changing. So right now I can tell you, like, this is how men see you because you are changing and you are still in the process. But what I can tell you for sure is that you're the person who can create any image of her, like literally. So for example, if you want to be like the dark feminine woman or a soft feminine woman, or I don't know, something else or someone else, you can do that. Like, it's easy for you. So you're literally a person who can create an image of them, because maybe you work on yourself, maybe you in this self-development topic a lot, and you're really a self-aware person, so it's extremely easy for you to create any image. So men perceive you the way you perceive yourself. That's the answer to this question. And by the way, a reminder of your powers. So the next thing we'll talk about how you perceive men. Okay. Mm. Okay. Well, not in the most pleasant way actually, because you either see them as predators who want to, like, you see, right, this picture, like, feel this vibe here, like, who want to, I don't know, who want something for you. Maybe you were sexually assaulted before or something else, so you're actually scared of the masculine. And I mean, this tarot deck is extremely revealing, not only in the pictures, but like through it reveals a lot of our subconsciousness. So if right now you feel like you're triggered, or you want to disagree with me right now, that's totally okay, because this tarot deck is extremely revealing again, and it reveals some parts of your subconsciousness as well. So please accept it. Accept this part of you that is still in this state. Okay? What I hear right now is that you're still afraid of the masculine. Okay? And this is extremely important to heal this part of you. And also, you see men, like they're children, and you're like being maybe like a mother in a relationship, or you feel like you are more powerful in relationship. And in general, I recommend you to heal your masculine. You can subscribe to my channel because I'll post content about it too. I'll post meditations. You can work with me one-on-one personally. I can help you with this, because when you'll heal the masculine, when you'll heal your image of your father figure, it will be different. Like, you'll see men as kings, not like some boys that you can, take care of, and, or some man animals that you are afraid of. This is it. Yeah, I know it's not nice to hear, but this is it what I see now. And advice for you will be this. The recommendation for you will be this. So first of all, as being someone who has psychological certifications, I truly recommend you to look more into your masculine and to heal it. If you want to really build really healthy relationship with men, okay? And first of all, within you. And the second advice here is about that maybe deep down you still want male's attention. Maybe you don't, like, deep down. Maybe you don't even recognize it. Maybe you don't even see it. Maybe it was before. Yeah. So in this case, maybe men you chose before were really avoidant. Okay. So in this case, right now, you have to change it and you have to become a woman who's really obsessed with herself. You know, maybe you need to embrace more the dark feminine energy. It's also about the masculine energy, by the way. You'll have to see yourself as a star. Maybe it's about your self-realization. Maybe it's about your work, where you need to do the public speaking and so on. So that's the advice. Thank you for watching. For an energy exchange, subscribe to my channel and thumbs up. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you'll find my email in the description box. Hi everyone who chose the second card. So the first thing, we'll talk about how men perceive you. Okay, so there are two sides. On one side, you are really independent, you are really interested in yourself, and men can sense that, okay? They really can sense that. But sometimes, and some of men, they see it as you are being someone who, some kind of, dislikes them, someone who's way too independent, like you can tell them, like, I can take care of myself, like I'm an independent woman, I can pay 50-50 and so on. I don't know if you like it, but maybe if you're here, you most probably are not satisfied with this situation, okay? Because when you're being in your masculine, and by the way, toxic masculine energy, like I can take care of myself, I don't need your help and so on, you don't actually need men. Like seriously, I mean, if you're here again, you want to build a relationship with men, if you clicked on this video, and in this case you want to attract the man you actually want, or I don't know, dates you actually want, because they will see you again as a woman who is extremely independent. And it's different, like being self-sufficient, because you maybe feel this way too, but in terms of your relationship with men, you actually despise men, you despise the masculine within you. And yeah, I know this star deck is extremely revealing in every way, because it reveals not only, the pictures I'll show you here too, but it reveals our subconsciousness on a really deep level. It triggers us, it triggers our shadow parts, okay? So that's totally okay if you are already triggered. That's totally fine. Okay, the next question was how you perceive men, okay? I'll cover some parts because this deck is extremely revealing, as I mentioned before. So here, a woman is touching something that belongs only to men, okay? And she's like controlling this part of the masculine. And the second card is also about the same, like here's a doll, and the doll is the like men in general for you. And let's talk about these two cards. You feel like you can easily manipulate men, like you don't actually care about them, you don't care about feelings, you don't care about like emotional level, you know, maybe you care about only maybe sex, maybe you can use men for sex, maybe they're like your toys that you can play with, you know. That's how your subconsciousness actually perceives men. This card, here's woman completely naked, by the way, like she's naked from this part of her body, okay? So you think like I can do whatever, like whatever I want, because maybe I'm so, I don't know, cool to play with men. And if you're triggered right now, that's really good. That's extremely good, because now you finally see the parts of yourself you were avoiding. You can tell me now, no, it doesn't resonate with me. It means that it actually resonates with you, because you're facing now your shadow part, and that's amazing that you found out this right now. Okay, so yeah, well, you see, like you think you can play with them, and they sense that too. Like you fight with them, because you don't need to fight. Okay, if you're in this position, it means that you actually despise the masculine, and that's why you're probably being in the toxic masculine energy. Okay, so it's also about healing this part of you, and let's see what the cards are also telling us here. Like, what's the advice here? Okay, woman here is again naked in the part I covered. So the advice here: stop playing with men, like stop playing with them. Okay, and start discovering your true inner self, like who you really are as a woman. You are not this, player, this girl who plays with men. Like you see in every card here, man is like actually some statue or some doll or something similar. Like there's no even alive man. They're not even alive. There's no emotions, like zero emotions. It's, the men such kind of woman will attract are literally boys, you know, small boys, and they can be really, uh, they can be in adult body, but still mentally they're boys. And that's why you feel like you're superior and you're better than them. And it's not about healthy masculine or feminine in this case. Yeah, I know it sounds really, really right now really triggering for some of you probably. Some of you maybe knew about this. That's totally okay too. I'm really happy that you do. But if it's some kind of revelation for you right now, well, it is. You should accept it. Because if you don't accept these kind of things, you can grow, okay? And if you accept it right now, then you can grow. So the advice I have for you here: stop playing, and it's about opening your heart more, it's about opening your true feminine more, it's about opening yourself more as who you are. Like fall in love with yourself, fall in love with your feminine, heal your masculine. That's the advice I want to give you. You can subscribe to my channel because I have a lot of content for this topic about femininity, psychological techniques you can use also. And if you want to work even deeper with me, you'll find my email in the description box. And for an energy exchange, subscribe to my channel and thumbs up. Thank you. Hi everyone who chose the third card. So let's talk about it. The first question I asked: how men perceive you. So here I'm sensing a woman who can create any image of her, and she's actually very self-aware. She is in this self-development topic. She is really interested in herself, in her life, and she's really like big. What do I mean by big? I mean that maybe you are on high positions in your work, maybe you've achieved already a lot in your life, in your reality. So therefore I feel here a really mature woman. That's why you can literally create an image of you, like in any way. That's what I'm sensing. So if you're this kind of woman, then men can sense that too. So that's how they perceive you as well. The next question I asked how men perceive you, and I'll cover this cards because they are really extremely revealing. So I'll do that, and I'll just channel this message for you right now. You know, in some parts you're thinking about your past because this card here is also about the past. Maybe you had a husband, maybe you had a really deep loving relationship before, and that's why you're so attached to this, you know, and that's why maybe it's so difficult for you to step into the new relationship, you know. Maybe it's about you. Maybe if it's not, then continue listening. You're also a woman who's really attracted to herself, who's really attracted to her life, her reality. And just in general speaking, you seem like to be someone who really knows themselves. Like you really knows yourself, and what I'm sensing here, maybe in some parts you are afraid of your sexuality, maybe you are afraid of your sensual nature, like on this card, for example. Woman here, you see who she's being, right? So here she looks at her one place in the mirror and she's covered completely. This card is similar. It's about our sensual nature, it's about our sensuality, sexuality, femininity. Like there's something to discover for you more. Maybe in intimacy with men you don't feel so confident, or maybe you're still not letting everyone or some men in your life, like on a deep emotional sensual level, okay? So this is something to discover. A recommendation for you: start to discover your sensuality, your sexuality, because it will open you up more as a woman in her feminine nature, in her sexuality, okay? That's really important. And stop being afraid of men, and stop being, you know, stop avoiding. I don't know what kind of trauma here is for you, but if you want to build a new relationship with your new man, maybe dream partner, husband, and so on, you have to stop avoiding men, you know. You have to connect with your feelings, emotions more, with this trauma, with this, I don't know, avoidant feelings you have, emotions you have, to face your true inner self, you know. Some parts of you maybe you avoid, and when I'm saying you this, maybe you understand what I'm talking about, okay? So when you'll do so, you will be able to create your dream relationships. That, and this I can tell you for sure. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you'll find my email in the description box. And for an energy exchange, thumbs up and leave your comment. Thank you. Bye.